Kwa magari ya hii.
Angalia hapa. Yes, twende.
Let them tell us. We think you are the one who is supposed to.
Oh, the Muhesh.
Thank you. Well, let me first say thank you to God for giving us life, for giving us a life that we are proud to live. I also want to thank the lawyers that have handled my case since I was violently arrested on Thika Road. The battery of lawyers that we have had have done a fantastic job. I want to thank each and every one of them. Senior Counsel Kalonzo Musyoka, who came all the way to court in Kahawa. The senior lawyers that were with him, and I want to appreciate all of them. I also want to appreciate in a very special way the people of Embu County. It touched my heart that immediately my news of sort of abduction broke in Embu. Everybody was praying, calling me, reaching out to my friends, my colleagues, inquiring what is happening. And in a special way, I want to say thank you to the people of Embu for really calling out for my actually getting into court. And this is the reason why today I'm here and alive, because the people of Embu and all over the place, people really demanded for my production in the court. I want to thank my colleagues. Many of them have reached out. Many of them are shy to show up for the fear of reprimandment from government. But I want to appreciate the fact that many of them have reached out, telling me we are together in these matters, and I want to appreciate that that happened. I also want to clearly say that I was on Thika Road going about my business, and it is a time close to 40 police officers blocked my vehicle because it was difficult to pass through. And from there, a lot of things have happened. I don't want to comment because this is a matter in court. I don't want to be in problems with the court. And let me say that it is unfortunate that issues to do with demonstrations are actually being taken to a terror court in Kahawa, a court that is specially meant to be dealing with terrorists. And many of you have actually been asking why would somebody of good standing like Gitonga Mukunji be called the same name with Osama bin Laden and Al-Shabaab. But it is not only about me. There are so many young people I've met in that court with the same charges. Some, and even one was a teenager below age of 18 years. I want to tell the state that this is very unfortunate. A court that is supposed to protect us from terror, we as the people of Kenya, cannot be a court that is listening to Kenyans as terrorists. And I'm calling upon the financiers of the court, who is mostly United Nation, to reprimand the president to not misuse a court that is meant to protect the people of East Africa. Even in the definition, a terrorist is a transnational criminal. And I have dreamt of many things, but I've never dreamt to share a name with Osama bin Laden. We want to call upon our nation to be calm, the people of Embu to be calm. I am free. I am continuing, and I'm going to continue serving the people of Embu, the people of Kenya. And I also want to actually clearly say there is an attempt to actually make all of us fear. There is an attempt to go to even our supporters with cases that are not making sense. And let me say this, especially on my case, if you want to go about and to go after my supporters, be ready to go for everybody who is in Embu County. Because my support in Embu County cuts across. My arrest was already premeditated. The former deputy president, Gachagua, had mentioned about it. He had said they are looking for charges to charge me, courtesy of a request from a certain governor. He even said that the request has been approved. And me, I thought it was jokes, only to appear on the road and 40 police officers bumped on me. Even another member of parliament had clearly indicated that I'm on the look to be arrested. But I want to say that they can arrest my body, but my spirit is free. I cannot be cowed. I will not allow myself to be put down. As a leader in this nation, I have the same rights to live in this nation as anybody else, including the President of Kenya. I have all the rights to be free in this country as long as everything I'm doing is within the law. But all I can say, let's wait for the case to continue. We are going to fight to the nail. I call upon the judiciary to do justice to the people of Kenya and ensure that no persecution beyond the normal line of justice happens. But the use of the justice, the criminal justice system to come after political opponents is actually something that is retrogressive and is going to be fought to the nail to ensure that does not happen. Thank you very much.
One last question. You were hospitalized at some point. How is your health right now, and how did the police handle you at the time of arrest, at the time of your arrest?
Well, I want to thank the courts. They gave instructions clearly that everybody has a right to health, and I was treated. As a matter of fact, the time I was arrested, I was heading somewhere to be checked. But that is neither here nor there. Right now I'm fine. I'm of good health, and I'm going to continue with my work as it's supposed to be. Thank you very much.
So thank you. We are here in solidarity with Honorable Mukunji. So I've just said that we are here in solidarity with Honorable Mukunji, who, like he has explained and the lawyers have explained, has been here since 10 a.m. And of course that's harassment because you possibly cannot be writing one statement since 10 a.m. this morning. But because I do not want to delve into the substance, the merits or the merits of the case, because of course of the rule of sub judice, but nobody doesn't know that Honorable Mukunji's tribulations started when he fought for the rights of one Billy Mwangi who was abducted following last year's Gen Z protests. And that is when Gitonga Mukunji, MP for Manyata, became a marked man. And of course, like he has explained, we know that somebody is very uncomfortable because Gitonga Mukunji, again, it is known that he has ambitions. He has gubernatorial ambitions in Embu. And like he has explained, it has been reported that somebody had requested for his arrest. And this is what now should be considered as terrorism. The people terrorizing those who are opposed to some of these very evil government policies, like abductions and that kind of thing. As we sit here, as we stand here with Honorable Mukunji, Honorable Jane Kihara has also been, I think, arrested and is on her way here. I don't know whether she has been able to reach this place. And so we know that this is political persecution through, of course, trumped-up charges. And like Honorable Mukunji has said, you cannot charge a demonstrator under the Kenya Anti-Terrorism Act. We know that some young men and women, members, officials of DCP have been charged under Anti-Terrorism Act because allegedly they torched Kikuyu police station. But Mawego police station was torched somewhere in Homa Bay. No youths have been arrested and charged under Anti-Terrorism Act. And so this is political tribulations, and your guess is as good as mine regarding who is being charged under Anti-Terrorism Act and who is being spared such where the same offenses, if at all, have been done. But we thank our courts that the judicial officers are actually impartial, and we expect justice for everybody. For now, we want to say that no amount of intimidation, arrests, or whatever it is will intimidate us, will make us cower away from fighting for the rights of Kenyans, for fighting against the violation of human rights in this country, and for pointing out at the evils and the ills being perpetrated by this government, including economic crimes and many other crimes, including, failing completely the education system, the health system. We shall continue talking about that. For now, we continue praying for Honorable Mukunji, for God to protect him and to give him good health. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I say something first before I get? No, I think before Akili talks, it's important that we also mention that this harassment has been largely targeted at the people who are seen to be opposed to government. If you listen to the comments that are being made by people who are in government, including calling for even ethnic kind of fights, you really wonder why first NTIC have not. We know what Honorable Converge has said. We have very many people who are speaking bad things, who are trying to incite Kenyans against each other, but nothing is being done. What we are asking is very simple. If you are summoning people who seemingly are opposed to you, you also need to use the same sword that you are using and summon those others. So that when DCI are arresting people, they arrest members of parliament across board. They don't arrest members only who are seen to be opposed or who are fighting for the rights of Kenyans. We need to be clear. And then one thing that will not happen is we will not be intimidated. And that is something that really should sink very deeply into this state. That whatever you do, however many people you arrest, whatever you trumped up charges you bring against people, no one will be intimidated to stop speaking about the ills of this government and the people of Kenya. Need somebody to fight for them. Thank you.
Your names for the record?
Monyoro MP Kiguma. Joseph Monyoro MP Kiguma.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my name is Wakili Edward Mureu. I'm a member of parliament for the Tanga constituency. And I'm here by the virtue of being the lawyer for Jane Kihara and a member and also the lawyer for this DCP party. I think today, as you have seen, Jane Kihara has been arrested from her house in Naivasha. And the reason for her arrest is purely because she has failed or refused to heed to unjust, unfair, and illegal summons. maybe it's good for the members to understand that she was summoned under Section 132 of the Penal Code. Section 132 of the Penal Code was declared unconstitutional, and this is very important that I read for the members of the press to know that Section 132 of the Penal Code was declared unconstitutional by the High Court of Kenya in the case of Robert Alai versus Honorable Attorney General, case petition number 174 of 2016. That's why Jen Kara is here. We wrote to the DCI and I told DCI, look, we are not ready to comply with an illegality. But because this government has become rogue, has refused to rule by the law, by use the law of the jungle, that's why she's there. Nevertheless, my point is very simple. I have been a lawyer for UDA for many years. Even right now, I don't think I've been removed as secretary in charge of legal affairs of the UDA party. I'm the founding member. And one of the tenets of the UDA party, Kenya Kwanza, was to uphold the law. You do remember that when President Ruto went to the streets, to every corner of this country, what he was saying and promising Kenyans is that he will rule by the law. But all you're finding is has discarded the constitution, has discarded by the law, now he's using the law of Gachagua. Secondly, as you can see, the people who have got the history of this country, and in particular, the members of the Fourth Estate, you do appreciate that President William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government, they are in power by the virtue of what you call political sympathy. The fact that they had issues with Uhuru, the issues that he was being persecuted, that's how he got into power. What I want to promise Kenyans is this. The same medicine which is being meted against the members of the DCP party, in particular people who have said we do not stand for misgovernance, corruption, lack of employment, mismanagement of the economy, and even including building churches in State House. We have said very clearly we shall continue talking and telling our people, look, time has come, and we shall continue fighting in court and wherever it is. Today, we have almost close to 200 Gen Zs who have already in court with all manner of charges, including terrorism. And it's very important, and I tell the country this. When you charge people, the citizens who were exercising their rights under Article 37 of the Constitution, freedom of speech, freedom of demonstration, and freedom to picket, and you turn them to become terrorists, you may succeed in trying to suppress them. But what you're also suppressing, you are sending a message to the whole world that Kenya is a country of terrorism. Kenyans are terrorists. So investors, go away. Tourists, don't come, because your security is not guaranteed. So you may try to kill or to suppress the popular position of the people, but in my opinion, that is one of the most, let me say, unthoughtful idea to charge Gen Z is killing a fly with a sledgehammer. The impact on this country in terms of, in the eyes of the public, in the eyes of the international community, that Kenya eventually will become a pariah. And therefore, as we try to bring public order, my final remark is as follows, and I say this in Parliament. You may suppress members of Parliament, you may suppress Gen Z, but until this government addresses the actual issues which are making Kenyans angry, this is what you see right now is just about the party. Because Kenyans will not going to allow to be suppressed. We need to address and go back to the manifesto, go to the default vote mode and address the issue of unemployment. We need to address the promises given by this government that they will create jobs for these people. Kenyans are jobless. We want to address the fact that we were told we be put money in our pockets. Instead of put the money in the pocket, that money has been removed from the people through overtaxation. We want to be told that they promise that corruption will come to an end. What is happening right now? Corruption is on all-time high. In fact, what you call planned and budgeted corruption in our budget. And therefore, Jane Kihara'S is one of them, is going to be court tomorrow. Many others will be in court tomorrow. Some of us are even walking around with court summons and even court orders to hold us from being prosecuted. But it will happen. One of these fine days, we'll get a country which respects the rule of law. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As I say, I'm his lawyer, and one of the she has been picked, and she's just right here. She's here, and we hopefully we're going to the gate, and of course, the police are very agitated. We don't want to see anybody around, but we do know that she's around here. But we expect them to comply with the law, bring her to court tomorrow. We apply for the bail. And then we can fight. We can continue fighting. Otherwise, we are not going to be tired. And we have told our lawyers to be ready, wherever they are, and we continue the fight.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just someone.